let's get the fire started. This is the first ever Dragon Barrows Nerdsville. The reason why I say is let's start the fire is because we're going to start a fire of discussion and of opportunities to discuss things. This one has something to do with close to my heart, and that is pro wrestling video games. You see, for years I've been playing the ECW video games, WCW, WWF/E, TNA, AAA, and I've played on occasion a few online wrestling video games. Let me get started by saying that I will be going via point by point of what I believe to be what would be the hottest video game in professional wrestling. First point. Make it a multi-regional or multiple promotions in the game. Let's take, for instance, the Legends of Wrestling Part 2. They had about 5 promoters. Oh, sorry. Damn it, the shirt's just been bugging me on this thing. Yeah, I know, I've got a fake ECW singlet. I love how they did it, with the introductions to each of the promoters. Like with Bell Jackson, she would, go, hey, this is what my champion's like. Randall said the same. Randall, Scotty, Tex, and Tony all do the same things. Welcome to the territory. Welcome. Our heavyweight champion, insert name here, is ready to kick you in the, kick you in the head, kick you in the ass, beat you with whatever. And you may walk away with the belt. Doesn't, for me, PlayStation 2. And to have, like, the Jim Crockett promotions, WCW, World Wrestling Federation, ECW, New Japan, and the lovely Mrs. Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett's grandmother, in that sort of means. But there would be I would honestly say, instead of making it the territories, make it the promotions. Different promotions, different lines of different, you can go through a plethora of talent. And since today's technology, more and more things are getting put onto the CD for, CDs, Blu-rays, and that. You'll be able to put in a lot of talent on that. You can have about 200 talent, 50 per 50. If you're going with a 4 promotion system, you can go with 50 wrestlers for each. But that's not but it's still gonna be. But I hear. But how can you fit 4 promotions on one wrestling game and travel around the world. It's simple. You see, you can have up to about 48 pay-per-view rings, and plus the live shows, a TV type show, and an online show. So you're adding another 12 rings to 48, which would come up to a total of 60 rings in total. 60 rings, not counting the rings that you can make. But that's the different side of rings altogether. As I said, technology, a lot of a whole lot of information in one tiny little disc, which is awesome in today's day and age, where you can play as someone from Combat Zone Wrestling, but then decide to go to Ring of Honor, go to NWA, or go to a New Japan type promotion, but still be on the one game, which for me to be an epic thing. I used to think, do the Territories video game, but then Territories have already been done with the Legends of Wrestling video game part 1 and 2. But in that multiple promotions thing, have a singular world champion. Like something similar to the National Wrestling Alliance back when it was in the territories. You had these other smaller territories. Let me just say, smaller promotions now, fighting for TV rights and things like that. But then you get that singular champion, the belt that you go for. You can be that promotion's world champion. The promotion's international, continental, whatever, going type championship. But then there's the main world one. So you've got your main world, main tag, main women's belts, and then you've got your promotions A, B, C, D, world, major championships, their tag, their women's, and some gimmicky, remember, 2 gimmicky belts per promotion, so that's about 5 belts. So that's about 23 championships in that game you can compete with. Can compete for. Which leads into the career mode. As I said with the previous comment about these different promoters, the same deal. You sign up in a huge it goes, coming live from Madison Square Garden, the signing off, and insert your name here, to one of the 4 major promotions. Then I would say, let there be a female one. I would have her be like a Dixie Carter, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley's type of character, where she can go, You know what's needed for a real man's game? How about a woman in charge? You come with me. I'm an equal opportunist. I will give you an opportunity if you work hard enough for me. But then I look at a guy like Paul Heyman. I love his style. He goes, well, you know what, son? I am the master of hardcore. You come and work for me. I would, and you work hard. And if you're not mind to throw your body through a flaming table just to get the job done, come with me. I'd be more than happy to sign you up and get ready for some hardcore gold and some hardcore partying. Then the second promoter I would more do along the lines of a Jeff Jarrett mixed with Ted Turner. Well, you know, it's time like this when you gotta make a choice in your life, son. And that choice is, come sign with me. I'm gonna make you a star. You know Texas is called the Lone Star State. You're gonna be the Lone Star Champion. Come and work for me, son, and you gonna be the Lone Star Champion. If something along those lines. But have like the next promoter being more along the lines of, I would have to say like an like an Eddie Guerrero type, you know. Don't listen to these vato locos and that crazy mamacita. Come with me. See the high life of professional wrestling, homie. Wow, yeah. Drink tequila, and you can be the killer, homie. Yeah, that sort of style. Or they could have like a bit more of like a bit, or they could be Farouk. What I know I've said 4, but still you could interchange with like a Farouk one. Damn, son, you side with me, and I'm gonna make sure that you become the man, son. Damn. Or you can have more of an 8, like a Japanese one. Ah, noble warrior, come with us. You be world champion. Be samurai. Be ninja. And as we say, as my ancestors once said, across the sea of Japan, great kung fu warrior, you be number 1 under the sun. Or you could have more of like an Australian one. You go, g'day, mate. You want to be a champion? Sign with me. But as you said, as I said, you know, there could be different ethnicities, and that could be different promoters. Or try and get you. You sign on that. You sign a contract, and it goes up. A newspaper article goes, your character has signed with this promotion, and you got that promotion's company or corporate logo right behind you, and you do, or even like the old school, you know. Or something along the lines of those poses. You sign them, then you then you hear something going on with another promotion, and you can either A, contact that person to say, yes, I'd be more than happy to jump to your promotion, or B, leave that promotion and go and just stay with yours. Which I believe that to have that as an option. Any which way, you're still going to be fighting for that one major title, or the tag titles if you want to prefer to be a tag team specialist. Which I believe, which now leads me into my third point. Singles, tag teams, diva specialists. You can choose what path you want to take. You can take 2 characters into the ultimate tag team. The female in for the women's single belt, or the males world championship. You've got all these you can have all these options to compete and to be a champion of either a tag team specialist, female specialist, or singles competitor. And you can be able to have different matches to complement that style of wrestling. Which, all depends on what you feel like. If you feel more comfortable being a tag team specialist on a video game, go ahead. Feel a bit more adept being a female, be a female. If you want to be a male, be a male. Like, equal opportunities across the board. Second, which leads me to another. It doesn't lead me to another point, but this next point is about matches. More so the amount of people in the ring. As I said, you got a huge, in today's day and age, you've got a huge amount of data information, all crammed onto a CD sized, onto a CD. You can have more than 8 guys in the ring. At one count there, I had seen nearly 20 guys in a ring, or 20 people in a ring at one given time for a gauntlet battle royale style of match. Well, the reason why I say gauntlet style battle royale is to steer away from the double R thing that the WWE has in January. It's the name of their thing. Other promotions can't have it, but to have that sort of match in there with up to 20 wrestlers able to compete in the ring. But you go, but Dragon, what about all the distractions I've seen? One guy up on one side of the ring getting tossed out, and he's your tag team partner. Or what about these three people down here? Or what about those 2 people up there? What about that person over there? What's this man going in the center? What are these? Well, you know what? It's time to break away from that limitation of 6, 4, or in the first WWE video game for the PS2, 8. You can double the amount of wrestlers, or double plus 4 the amount of wrestlers in the ring, which will make it a lot better for the traditional style 5-on-5 elimination tag team match that the WWE does, which would be fantastic. Have enough women to be able to feel that sort of match, and that you can have that from across all the promotions. You can do a lot of stuff. All you just have to do is break your limitations, and that's it. You know, we've covered the Inferno match. We've got Buried Alive matches. We are able to put people through tops of big ass steel cages. How about this? In a ambulance match, there's a sweet spot on top of the ambulance. You do a power bomb, body slam, suplex, a finishing maneuver, like a tombstone pile driver. In that one sweet spot, you are declared the winner. To be honest with you, I've been praying for years after years after years to see a last ride match in a video game, or to be able to play one. To be able to, you know, slam the door, tap on the roof and go point forward, slam the door shut, tap on the side, point forward, in that sort of vehicular type of match. For the last ride match, it'd be good to see some like a couple of urns, a shovel, even even like a stretcher type thing where you can put someone on there, open the door, slide them straight in. With the ambulance match, defibrillator, bedpan, some other things, plus a stretcher, you can just toss them up. That's what I'd love to see. Another match I honestly would love to see, and that is the knock out someone before the ring explodes match. That is one thing I would love to see. I've seen that once in Wrestling Society X, where you have to beat your opponent that much that they won't be able to get up, and after the ring explodes, that's it. That's in the end of them. But I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen a C4 match being able to be played on a video game console. Another one I haven't seen is the stretcher match. I would love to see that. A War Games, WCW style War Games match. I would love to see that. Another match I would love to see is a dog collar match. That's already been done. That's already been done. And also the last match I would like to see, and that is a electrified cage match. Also toss in the Kennel from Hell match as well, or the prison riot escape match, or something along those lines. the reason why I like to see them is because they're more hardcore based, and for the escape, like the kennel, like the escape, like the kennel match, you, or a variant of that match, you'll be able to have try to climb out of one cage out of the other, and that'll be it. Oh, also toss in like a Punjabi prison match as well. That's a beautiful looking match as well. The C4 matches, you body slam someone on different areas. Timer goes off if you don't get up in time. Your energy depletes because there'll be like a bit of a boom. The ring exploding one. It's a beat the timer plus the last man standing one. A stretcher match is self-explanatory. Knock them out so you can be able to drag them up to the end of back up the ramp. The Punjabi prison, I would love to, honestly, I'd love to see that, because you get to come out or climb over the cage. Climb up and escape again. And so there's going to be many reasons why I would love to see these sort of matches in my dream wrestling game. Another point is the equal opportunity to dress your male or female characters, aka wrestlers, in attires that you want them to be in. For years, I've seen, if you're a man, you wear men's clothes. If you're a woman, you can dress them up as anything. You can have tights, you can have wrestling tights on, a wrestling top on, go down the ring. But you can't put a skirt on a man, which is silly. Even a thing where if you have one particular layer on, you can't have another particular layer because it interferes. I love to have the customization of layers as well. To have like a sumo sash with a devil's tail, that would be awesome. And on the topic of creating the creator belts, I would love to be able to choose what framed design of the side plates are, and the same thing with the center plate. You'll be able to do a lot there. And just with that, you can have a buzzsaw for a hardcore one. And this is dating back to the previous point of you signing up with a promotion. And if you win a belt in one promotion, you can come to another one and go and do something like get like some, and you get some masking tape, and you can go. You just type in what you want to look. Because you can have look what I got, and it's not on your show. You can walk down to the ring with that belt and have look what I've got, not yours, not on your TV show, or F your promotion, where the commentators be saying, what? Ain't that belt supposed to be with that person, but that promotion? And no, they signed us, they signed us. You know, that sort of thing. But that's creator belt mixed with the promotion slash career mode point I made earlier. But I would love to see that sort of thing happen. You know, be able to have that sort of playing with the belt designs. Another thing I'd love to see with the logos, you'll be able to just download a sports team logo, or down from YouTube, or not from YouTube, from Google. Just even and just that sort of thing, you know, which would be pretty cool. Maybe have like a couple of lions on two lines here, 2 lines there, like my belt here. You know, the lines, one on each side, and maybe have like the WCW championship belt play in the middle. But that's just, as I said, that's just what I believe to be a good idea. But there's countless belt designs I would like to discuss about in that, but that could be for another flaming hot video. Now to another point, which will be the create an entrance mode. I would honestly love to see an entrance mode where, let's just quickly see. Hello. There's something like this, you know. Do something along those lines, you know. You'll be able to fix up your own time, Tron and things like that, and have a real champions entrance, create a champions entrance, instead of having like a generic one where the Rock goes, flip open with the title doing that, or Steve Austin putting down the title belt, walking to find the bird here and there and everywhere. Those plain generic title belt walks, for me, bullshit. By the time that you start to be able to create your own entrances, deal with the lighting and the fog and the this and that and the other, it's about bloody time to do that in what I would call the perfect video game, perfect wrestling video game. And the last point of this perfect wrestling video game, I would have to say, with the download packs, download promotions, or territories with their boss. as I said, you could have the Dixie Carter / Stephanie McMahon up against the Paul Heyman, up against the Jeff Jarrett one, up against the Mexican one. Maybe introduce the Japanese promotion with their roster of 50 or 60 guys. You're still competing for the one singular main championship belt, but I still got that more of a chance to do things. Download a story arc. As I may mention of jumping ship from one promotion to another. What story arc I would love to see? Maybe I know there's a bit of a age restriction on this particular one, and that's like a Katie Vick one, or killing, cooking, and making your opponent, or have them make you eat your dog or cat or lizard or whatever. Download fashions, cultural costumes, all bought with in-game points. That I have to emphasize on, in-game points. You've already paid how much money to play that game? Over here in Australia, it's between $70 and $90. All depends on if you want the basic or the deluxe of that game. And that's a lot of money. Maybe do the additional promote, and also with the. But this is what I love about the Pokemon. I must admit, Pokemon not exactly as good as wrestling, but still, they give you event Pokemon. Maybe do an event promotion. Maybe add if it's around late January, early February, around that time, do the downloadable Australian like a promotion that's run by an Australian. Well, g'day. Thanks for adding me to your list of promotions. My belts. You can come and get my belts, but yet, just remember this. You sign with me. Y'all gonna, you mate, get the big one. Or you can get like the British one, when it gets to closer to the Queen's birthday holiday. Oh, idea, dude, Chuck. Thanks for downloading me. It's about time that you uneducated fool, see what true wrestling is all about. You shall see the best of France, best of Italy, Germany, the best of Greece, the best of Poland, the best of Scandinavian nations. Toss in Russia, and of course, the final beauties of Ireland and of the UK. I know some countries that you can't have smoking, but you know what? Get stuffed. Smoking a pipe for me is a British stereotype thing where you sit down, smoke a pipe, have a cup of tea, watch Doctor Who. Or maybe have a blue door in the background. And it's just I love my physician or something like that. But yeah, have that. Even have when it gets closer to in Japan they had the Japanese people have different. The Japanese culture has different festivals and that. Maybe around the national holiday, release a line of kimonos, new accessories and things like that to do with the creator wrestler modes. More beautiful plate designs and frames and patterns and strap designs for the creator belts. To come out and to be a part of it, all of it done for free. We've gotten a lot of money for it. People paid a lot of money for it. It's about time that the company goes, all right, we'll do these event things. If you're selling in Australia, maybe do an exclusive around the late September, early October period where it's the grand finals of Rugby League and of the AFL. Maybe have the Australian clubs pack for download content for the career wrestler. Hell, I would have to put on a St. George Dragons jersey on a character of mine and wrestle with that character in the game. Or if you can hear, that's my dad, and he is a St. George, a South Sydney Rabbitohs supporter. Put that on a costume. They go at it. Charity round the next year. They go at it. Whoever wins could be a prediction of who wins a charity shield. But this is it. From the start of this video to now, this will be the end of this video. That's what I love about about professional wrestling. You're taking a lot of stuff from pop culture. The award season, you can download the 300 Spartan costume. You can do anything with anything that the game you want playing for has. And yeah. And with the downloader packs, have it come like something like this, This is a pack of like a deck of cards, but it comes to you like that, and you open it up, and you can see what you got. But if you want to be a premium buyer, then you have to buy your own stuff from your own pocket. But the free, like the less premium stuff, online points that you get from competing in tournaments, and in-game offline money to buy things that you want. Even do like a free even just when you do like create logos and things like that, do an online swap, like a meat swap type thing. You already got your design, but if you don't want it, you can actually sell it, delete it from your file, and then someone buys it, it goes from there to their file, and you're clean just to go. All right, I can work on another design and sell that, like in like a cyber trade or something like that. Yeah, I've actually covered everything that I want to see in a perfect wrestling video game. I know it's nearly an hour or so long, but still, I just had a lot of stuff that I wanted to get out of here, exit through here, and breathe the fire all over the internet. I'm Dragon Barrows, and shall I say, flame you later. Bye.